Judge Maryclaire Akers of the Kanawha County Circuit Court in West Virginia has a personal understanding of the threat that judges face every day because last year, a defendant threatened her and actually threatened her life. His plan was to hurt himself badly enough to be transported to the hospital. And then somehow from there, he intended to kidnap her, hold her hostage, bleed her slowly, and then slit her throat. That was his plan. Judge Maryclaire Akers joins me live now. Judge, I've talked to you before. I had no idea that you had gone through this, but I suppose many of the judges that I have seen in my work and life, I have no clue what it's been like for judges and the threats that they regularly face. And family court can be the very worst. Am I wrong?
Oh, I think you're definitely right. Those are cases that involve people's families, people's children, very emotional cases. And in some respects, that people are just too emotional, not thinking clearly, and make really bad decisions when they're upset.
What happened to the man who threatened you?
He actually ended up being convicted of 3 felony counts. He was sentenced to a 3 to 30 on top of the 1 to 5 that I had sentenced him to. So he is still in prison and he'll be there for a little while.
So he had a 1 to 5, and because of what he did to you, he got the 3 to 30?
That's correct. I sent him to a 1 to 5. Yeah, and he got upset.
Wow.
That's what led to that.
Yeah. What is the standard for protecting people like you and this judge in Maryland who just, go to work and go home to their families like everyone else, but then, this seething anger is lingering out there in the community? What's the standard operating procedure for security for you?
Well, for me, we have bailiffs in the courtroom. We have bailiffs around us 24/7. All of the 7 judges in my circuit do, and the family judges do as well. But out in life, we don't have security that follows us around or anything like that. We are regular people. We go to the store, we pick up our kids, we go home. So at those times,
Do you
I
have
guess
a
we're
sense? Yeah,
sorry.
and do you get the sense before you leave the courtroom that certain defendants are different than the others and might just present a threat? Like, do you have that sixth sense now?
Oh, absolutely. I knew the day that I sentenced the man that did that it was, he was different. And I've known that about other people who have come in when they've been very angry, and I can tell that. And I think if someone makes a choice that they want to risk spending the rest of their life in prison or something like that, and they're going to take someone else's life, it's really up to you to protect yourself, because I don't think there's any protection for that except fighting back. If someone wants to do
Well,
it,
that's what I wonder if Judge Andrew Wilkinson had any sense. I mean, that's a huge decision to tell a man he can't see his own 4 children, right? You have, zero contact with your own 4 children. I wonder if he would have had that sense, or if he would have been able to indicate to other authorities within the judicial system, I need a little extra eyes on because of this case.
Well, I can't comment on that particular case because of the rules of ethics that govern us. But what I can say in general for our procedure, if we feel like we need extra protection and we ask for it, they will definitely provide it. It's really just kind of just like you said, a gut call. How you feel about someone, whether you think that you need some extra protection or not.
It's mind-blowing to see these cases of judges being, attacked in their personal life by people they judge. It seems to be getting worse. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the work I'm in. But Judge Maryclaire Akers, thank you so much for doing this, and please be careful in your line of work.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It was our pleasure. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.